Welcome to East Coast LQ Reviews. Today I got another bourbon review. Today I'm going to be reviewing Old Weller Antique 107. So this is the original wheated bourbon. The Weller 12 I believe is wheated, and the Weller Special Reserve is wheated as well. But this one, this is a Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey, bottled at 53.5% alcohol by volume, or 107 proof. And this is distilled by Buffalo Trace. It's distilled, aged, and bottled by Buffalo Trace Distillery, Frankfort, Kentucky. So first, I'm going to pour this out, go over the color. So this bourbon's actually pretty dark. Say look at a nice dark caramel color to it, going towards kind of reddish. Yeah, it's definitely got some good color on it. I believe all the Buffalo Trace products are aged at least 7 years, so this does not have an age statement, but I do know that it's aged at least 7 years because I've seen that offline. But let's go for the nose on this. On the nose, definitely picking up a lot of like caramel, vanilla, and it's actually pretty sweet on the nose. So I'm kind of getting like a nice like a butterscotch. Picking up a lot of those dark fruits. Also getting a little bit of like a kind of like a cherry jam kind of. Also picking up a lot of like nice spices, like kind of like a cinnamon spice, almost pretty similar to like a rye spice, but also getting a nice like vanilla cream on the nose. But I actually do have whiskey jug pulled up over here, and this guy says nose says caramel, vanilla, oak, honey, and dark fruit. Along with the dark fruits, I'm also picking up like some figs, maybe some like raisins, plums. Definitely like a nice honey sweetness to it. Picking up like a nice oak and wood note as well. But let's go for the taste. So this, for being 53.5%. It does have a little bit of a kick to it, but you can totally tell the difference with the wheat. So up front, I'm getting a lot of like caramel. Like I said, it's really sweet, so I'm kind of getting a lot of like butterscotch, vanilla as well. Getting like a nice spiciness on the finish. But the taste on this, it says caramel, honey, dark fruit, spice, wood, and cocoa. Picking up a little bit of like that like dark chocolate kind of bitterness. So I'm getting kind of like that cinnamon spice. Picking up a little bit of oak and wood, and to me the oak and wood, it kind of makes it seem like it's a little dry, so it's actually a little astringent. Like I said, on the nose, with the taste, I'm also picking up like raisins and plums with those dark fruits. So to me, this starts off very sweet, and then it finishes kind of spicy and a little hot. Finish says long, caramel, vanilla, wood, and brown sugar. So it's pretty sweet all the way through. With the finish, I get a little bit of that brown sugar, so it's a little sweet on the finish as well. To me, with the finish, I'm picking up a lot of like that oak and wood. So like I said, it finishes a little dry, so it's a little bit more dry than your average bourbon. But the finish on this definitely sticks around for a while. So I do agree that it is long. I still got the nice spiciness, kind of tingling in my tongue. So that's sticking around for a while. And also the vanilla lingers as well. Now I'm going to add some water. See how it is with some water. Add like a few drops. And see how it is with the water. With the water, I'm getting a lot more of those dark fruits. So the raisins and plums stick out a little bit more. Getting a little bit of like some cherry. With the water, the spiciness kind of calms down a little bit. I'm actually going to add a few more drops. And I do like the higher proofs because you can kind of add some water and kind of adjust it to how you like it. And also with just a little bit of water, a little bit more flavors brought out. And you might pick up some flavors that you might not get right up front with just it neat. Price on this, $25 for a $7.50. So for a bourbon of this quality, definitely worth the money, in my opinion. Add a few more drops. Definitely a nice, kind of rich and velvety mouthfeel to it. So there's tons of flavor to this. Definitely doesn't taste watered down at all. Picking up a lot more of the caramel with the water as well. But for a rating on this, I do like this. So I'm going to have to give this one an 8.5 out of 10. And yeah, I totally recommend this. If you're looking for a bourbon $20 to $30 range, this is a great one to check out. I believe I already did the review on the Weller Special Reserve, and I'm going to have to find the 12-year. My boss, because I work at a liquor store, my boss usually only gets like 1 or 2 bottles. But they've actually been reserved for other people as soon as he gets them. My boss only had 1 bottle of this because I'm pretty sure this is like a limited release. They only distill this, or they only bottle this a certain amount of times throughout the year. So it's not as easy to get your hands on this as it is to get the Special Reserve. But if you see it in stores, $25 to $30. You might find it $30 depending on where you find it, or maybe even like $28. I even recommend it at that price because it's completely worth it. Like I said, it's bottled at 53.5%, so it's going to last you a little bit longer. And I just kind of like to be able to adjust it to what I want to drink it at. But yeah, there you have it. If there's any other liquor beers you guys like to see on my channel, definitely leave a comment below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more upcoming videos on liquor and beer. Thanks for watching. Cheers.